Well, we're down at the creek here. Wayne and I are trying out a new spot. We found we've got one pool of water that is left in the creek. As you can see, the rest of the creek bed is as dry as a bone right on down. But Wayne found a spot with a nice hole or crack in the bedrock, and let's see what came out of there. Oh baby, look at those. 3 nice little pickers. Very, very nice. That one qualifies as a small nuggie, you see. The one on the left. That is beautiful, beautiful stuff.
Love it.
Alright. So Wayne is a happy camper today. And this is after me putting up with 45 minutes of him going, "Hey Rick, there ain't no gold in this creek." But minor details. Let's take a look at the hole that Wayne was digging in. You can see the bedrock right here, just past his boot, coming on down. And he found a nice deep drop in the bedrock. He hasn't cleaned it completely out yet, so there may be more little nuggies hiding right at the bottom of that. This is turning into a fairly nice day on the creek, guys. About time. Last 3 trips we've got nothing but fly poop and some small flakes. Well, now I'll show you our setup. We're pulling a little more material out of some of these cracks than we really want to pan out. So I've taken my little bilge pump, and it's attached to a battery in the crate there. And over here we've set up, let's call it a mini long tom. This is the bottom tray for a junior high banker from the California sluice box, and that is flowing into a regular junior stream sluice. Gives us a nice long run, and since there's a lot of clay here, we want to give the material a nice long rundown, so anything that is contained within the clay that we don't get broken up will end up dropping out into the riffles. Alright, I'm going to show you how this works. Just grab a little material, run it right up to the top here, and of course we've got reflection on the water, but you can see by the time it gets down to the bottom sluice, everything is running nice and smooth, and we will have to see what we get out of this. Now I'm working a hole in the bedrock, just upstream a little bit from Wayne. Alright, here's my hole, and this little puppy goes nice and deep. Right. And I'm going to get down here. You can see down at the bottom of the hole, maybe you can't see because the sunlight is, we're actually getting into clay down there. Alright. What I am also picking up is a lot of fractured bedrock. You can see this as it breaks away. See that little chunk of bedrock right there? That is covered with clay, and it's nice sandy clay. Now when you're into the clay that is absolutely greasy and nothing is probably going to go through it, alright, that's about the time to stop, unless you want to dig down below that clay layer. Alright. So there's the kind of material we're getting out of the hole right now. I did find a whole lot of little pieces of the, we call it tombstone shale, or bedrock, or excuse me, bookshelf shale, and they were all standing vertically in the bottom of the hole. So I've got high hopes for results out of this pan of material, and we will have to see what we get out of that. Wayne, of course, is still in the hole that he is digging, and he is, did you get down to the bottom yet?
I think I'm just about there. Yeah.
Pretty close. You getting any clay down there?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, okay, fine. Well, if you found those little nuggies and beautiful pickers up above there, who knows what's in the bottom of that hole, buddy?
Well, I hope there's something nice in there.
You got it.
We're due.
All right, well, Wayne has just done his -20s, and look at that pan full of gold. That is beautiful and they are so chunky that it's mind-boggling. You could pick some of those up and drop them and they would go tink. I'll guarantee you, that is a pretty pan, sir.
Beautiful.
All right, excellent. All right, well, Wayne is doing his +20s now from the bottom of this hole, and he started working on another little crack in the bedrock. But look at the gold that he got out of there. These are his +20s, and holy cow, is that gorgeous or what? That's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 6? Is that one down?
know.
Yeah, I think that's a chunker right there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so 6 beautiful pieces of gold. And some days are Wayne days and some days are Rick days, right? Rick's been digging his hole. I got 4 little pieces of gold out of my -20s, and I didn't get a single +20. Wayne is, less than 10 feet away from me, and he is in the pay streak and on the gold. Well, if you remember from earlier in the video, I started cleaning out a hole in the rocks, a nice crevice. But now, take a look at what I got into. All the way down to bedrock there. You can see that's probably about 13, 14 inches of accumulation right behind this drop in the bedrock. And as a result, we will now look at my -20 pan. And this is my -20s from that shot in the bedrock. Let's see if I can kind of keep it somewhat in focus. Alright, so that's decent gold for another pan full. I haven't even been doing buckets full. See that blue pan right there? I've been classifying into that and just taking out a little less than a pan full at a time and running it through the sluice. Now it's time to do the +20s. Cross our fingers. Alright, well, I did my +20s from that hole, and right down at the bottom of the pan in the +20s we find this. Let's see if we can get a little better shot of it there. But that is way chunky. Right? Wayne is without doubt the big dog today, but at least I got a nice +20 little picker. And let's see, I don't know if you can see how chunky this little thing is. You know, from this angle without a close-up lens, we're in trouble. But that's a nice little tink when it hits the pan.